Hmm. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 9 of the Hello Grace podcast, and I'm your host, Sarah Stevens. You can find me as it's Gracelyn underscore wool underscore Sarah Stevens 11 on Instagram, and you can find me as Sarah Stevens on Ravelry and the Hello Grace podcast on Ravelry as well. I am coming to you from Spokane, Washington, where I live and I work and I raise my family and I do all of the things crafty here. And I am drinking today out of my amazing, all of my lipstick S mug that my sweet boss gave me. Some coffee. However, I have some tea brewing over here, so I'm pretty excited about that after my coffee is done. It is Sunday. It is the afternoon. I'm getting a little bit better lighting as it's snowing like crazy out there right now. But I'm kind of hoping that I can get this done so that way the natural light is a little bit better for you to see yarn, things like that, see what I'm working on and everything. So let's address the elephant in the room again, my hair. Those of you who've been following me for a little while know that I have decided to embark upon a journey of going natural. And so not only am I making my natural roots grow out, I decided that the best way to do that was to chop all of the hair off. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. I'm pretty excited. I think it's been probably close to a little over 20 years now since I've had short hair like this. And I love it. I don't know why I haven't had short hair this whole entire time. So, anyways, okay. So, I guess let's get going and get started in the show. I do have a shop update, which you can kind of see behind me. I'm just going to save that until the end, and we'll just kind of jump right in. So, if you guys were following me on Instagram, you know that I finished my very first scrappy granny blanket. It's all done. I even got a border. I did a border. Let's see if you can see that. A little scallopy border, just fairly simple. And this bad boy is 48 inches by 48 inches. It is a completely perfect square, and I'm in love with it. It is the perfect snuggle up kind of size. I can just hang it on the back of my chair, and I absolutely love it. So there it is again. One more time. I have so many different colors in this. It's so fun. I did not do this one back and forth. I actually, I started in the middle and I did a magic circle right here. You can kind of see right here. I did a magic circle and I just turned it into a square and I just went all the way around until it got big enough. And then I added the border. I'm using, let's see, just a Susan Bates US D3 3.25 millimeter hook. Just this little Susan Bates that I picked up at Joann's, I think, probably like $2 maybe. And it does the job. I will say, because I don't crochet a lot, this is fine. But after a while, it does hurt my hands. And I think that if I had one of those crochet hooks that maybe had more of the, like Amber of Yarn Hoarder always mentions, they have like a polymer clay or something more ergonomical, I guess, then it would be a little bit better. But this does the job. It gets the job done. I don't mind it at all. So all done. So excited about this. And it just is living on my chair. Lives back there, and it's perfect. It is the perfect throw blanket size. I had intended to make it huge and to fit my bed, but I think this was a much better deal. So for me right now. Anyways. Okay. So when you finish one, right? When you finish one thing, it's pretty common for you to cast on another. Well, I decided to cast on another one. So I've gotten this far, and I'm doing the long one like everybody else is doing. So all of this, and like everybody says, that cast on one is a bugger. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. It took me forever to get my cast on done, but it's pretty easy peasy. I'm zooming from here. I just have a few rows done, and I love it. I'm super excited to see what this one is like. I chained 330 plus 1, so 331 stitches is what I chained to get this going on the same size hook, and it really doesn't use very much yarn to go all the way down and back. I have some 3 Irish Girls down here at the bottom. I have Graceland Wool Pixie Dust in the sparkly base. I have some Spun Right Round in that Sugar Pop Fizz, and then I have some Woolen Vine that I'm working on right now, just a little bit left from my Mercury socks. And so I'm kind of hoping that this will become the new, as I finish a pair of socks, I add, 2 rows to this. So that's the new project. That's the new scrappy blanket that I have going on, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so speaking of socks, I have 2 sock FOs that I got done these past 2 weeks. Really, it's kind of like cheating. I had 1 sock done of each of these, and so I really was only finishing 1 sock for each pair, but that's okay. I'll take it because I feel like half of the time I don't have anything completed for this podcast, and so I almost should save one of these so that way I can have it, but that's okay. All right, so I got my socks done. I don't know if you guys can see these. There we go. This is the Hermione's Everyday Sock Pattern by Erica Luder. I used my own Graceland wool yarns in the Pixie Dust colorway on my glitz base, as well as I think I called this one Delight, the pink for the heels and toes. I just did contrasting heels and toes. I did the same color cuff. I knit these cuff down 64 stitches, and I used my Knitter's Pride Carbons 2.0 millimeter needles. That would be a US size 0, and they are done. So both of these guys are done. These are going to go into my box of socks. I have decided that I'm going to do my best this year to complete Kristen's box of socks cowl. And so this now will make pair number 2. And I want to make shorty socks too, but I'm not going to put my shorty socks into that. So I think I want to make 12 pairs of regular size socks for the box of socks cow for Kristen's. That's my game plan. Okay, so those are done. So exciting. And I can't wait to show you my next pair. Now these ones are not going to go, like I said, my shorty socks are not going to go in the box of socks cow, but I did finish a pair of shorties as well. And there we go. These are spun right round. And as somebody so kindly pointed out to me, because I couldn't remember the name, this is her Sugar Pop Fizz colorway. It is a beautiful light aquamarine kind of blue with speckles of neon yellow and green and orange and hot pink and black, and it's beautiful. I knit these cuff down with 64 stitches, and I did a 1x1 twisted rib for these cuffs. Actually, one sock has a 1x1 twisted rib, the other sock just has a 1x1 rib, go figure. And I did the Eye of Partridge heel on both of them with the drop heel, and so those are done, and they are just going to get tucked away for that time when I need a gift, I think. I don't know. I've noticed though when I'm around the house, I tend to wear my shorty socks more often, but I love the way that my other socks look more. So I don't know. It's a toss up. They might hang out with me. They might not. They might go to somebody else. We'll see. We will see. So those are my only FOs this week. That is a lot. I shouldn't say it like that. I shouldn't say that they're my only FOs, but they are. I'm so happy that they are all done, and I'm pretty excited to add some more socks to my box of socks. Okay, so I apologize that my camera is moving. Just what do you need, buddy? Okay, go take it downstairs. You got it? Okay, sorry. When I podcast in the middle of the day, there's no guarantee I won't have interruptions. So that was my little guy grabbing his stuff from the table. So anyways, okay, back on. So my works in progress. My works in progress is just one sock and then that new scrappy blanket. And right now, in my brand spanking new, there it is, bag. It's by Sugar Tots. She is a Canada bag maker. Look at that inside. And look at her cute little label. And the little kitty cats and the polka dots. And you guys know how much I love polka dots and kitty cats. So this was no surprise. I saw this in her shop and I said, oh, I need that to come home with me. So this bag came home with me last week. And along with it, I have a few other little goodies that I got to pick up too. And one of them will be making its way out to you guys as a prize. But I picked up this Rose Progress Keeper. Oh, my nails look terrible. Ignore my nails. I haven't done them all week. Okay, Rose Progress Keeper. And then this one, oh, forgive the crinkling, but this one needs me to take it out so you can see it a little bit better. This one is a teal colored narwhal. There we go. I saw this and I had to have it. I got a pink one as well, and I'm using the pink one on a sweater that I'm working on that I'm not going to show because I think I'm going to rip it out. I think I'm going to rip it out. I want a crew neck, and I was knitting a cardigan, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just turn it into a pullover, and I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna rip the whole thing out, and that's okay. Oh, I just lost my camera for a second. That's okay. That's okay if I do that. You know, you never, if you're not feeling it, you might as well not be working on it, I guess, you know? And I know that I wouldn't wear the shape that it was coming out to be. Like, I would never put it on. So I like more scoop necks or boat necks. I guess scoop necks or crew necks. I don't like V-necks, and I wouldn't wear that one. It had made like this long V-neck, and anyways, I digress. So I got done, and you guys saw this sock. This is the, you know, I thought this was the combat boots and baby doll dresses. I don't think that's what it is. I think that it is something else. It's like outer space or something. I don't know. Anyways, this is from Spun Right Round, and I showed you guys that one last week. I was knitting that by 2x2 regular old ribbing for 20 rows, and then just a plain vanilla sock throughout. And so I got the next one cast on, the second sock for that one. I got that cast on actually last night, truthfully. I got the cuff done, and I got a little bit of the leg done when I was dyeing yarn. So I'm pretty excited to get this one off the needles too. And while, like I said, I'm just trying to get through a lot of these sock whips that I've had languishing, and then really start focusing on my I don't know, focusing. I think I have determined my find your fade. I've been holding off on that for a little while, and while I really want to do it and I want to work on it, I haven't committed yet because I didn't know if I had my fade. But I think I have it. I think I'm just missing one color, and so the next time I podcast, I hope that I'll have that all figured out and be able to show you what my fade is going to look like. And in the meantime, I'm hoping I get some of these things off of the needles that have just been hanging out for way too long, so I can have just a fresh start, I guess. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. I did have a couple more purchases. And I wanted to show you these because they're just beautiful. So I got 2 more bags from Sugar Tots. This one I asked her if she could make me custom because it has the pink unicorns on it, and it's just so sweet. The inside is this gray polka dot. The bottom is this gold sparkly like linen. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in that. Kind of, maybe a little bit. So I got that one, and then I got this one as well. This really great neutral one, and I'm pretty excited about it. It has the same interior. This one is more of a like a silvery gray linen bottom, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a de-stash in going through some of my bags that I don't use anymore, mostly because my bag style has changed quite a bit. And so anyways, I've gotten quite a few really amazing bags, and I would really like to just kind of transition over to that. So I'm going to be doing, like I said, a little bit of a de-stash, and so I think I'm going to do it prize-wise. Like maybe we'll have a thread or something, and people can just win them because, I don't know. I want them to go to a good home, and I've used them. They are well loved, so I think I just like somebody else who might want them to have them. So we'll see. But this is my other bag, and I couldn't be happier with these guys. I can't wait to use them. I have some projects in mind that I can't wait to get started on. One of them, like I said, is the Find Your Fade, and then a new sweater, a different sweater. So that's that. That's what we've got going on there. Oh, it looks like my tea is completely bloomed. I ordered some new tea, and I replaced my my Teavana Kona pineapple Kona Pop, and I ordered a new one, and it should actually be getting here today. Love Amazon. It's like the peach Bellini or something like that. I can't wait. But for today, after I finish my coffee, which there isn't much left, I will be drinking one of my flowering teas. Can you see that? Can you see how cool that is? There's kind of a glare, but you can kind of see that flower in there. This one is the cranberry. Oh yeah. Oh, my glass is fogged up. This one definitely smells like cranberry, so pretty excited to try that one out. And that's kind of my game plan for the day, is to finish. Oh, I think I have my, here we go, pomegranate, not cranberry. Here it is. That's the tea. Green tea flower, the pomegranate flavor. And that's pretty much what that flower looks like, minus the yellow. Mine doesn't have any yellow. It's just the green and the red. But that's kind of my game plan today. Is finish packaging up orders, get some of this yarn photographed while the sun is still out, and yeah, go from there. So for those of you who are new viewers, thanks for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. And those of you who are returning viewers, once again, thanks for coming and hanging out. And I really hope that you are enjoying this podcast. It's one of those things that I really love doing, and I don't know if I really could imagine not doing it on a regular basis. I have determined that instead of every 3 weeks or so, I do want to go to a bi-weekly podcast. Even if I don't have a whole lot of things to show you, I do want to do that because I do miss you guys. So I hope that if this is something that you enjoyed, even though it was pretty dang brief, I think I'm only about 23 minutes in, that you subscribe, like, if not, if this isn't something for you, then just, it's okay. Move on. There's so many different podcasts out there. There's no reason to stick around, for sure. Okay. So with that said, that's all my knitting for this week, and that's all of my craftiness this week. And other than that, I do have a little bit of a shop update to explain. So if that's something that you're not interested in, I'll hang out with you next time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and next week is great for you. Next week is March. And my birthday is in March, so I'm pretty excited about that. However, if you are interested in the update, then here we go. Okay, let's pull all of these down here. Okay, so I had some requests for some old favorites to come back, make their way back into the shop. And so here we go. I have Unicorn Fluff on a couple different bases. It's going to be, I think I did 3 bases this go round, some 80/20, some everyday, and some singles. So that'll be up there. I also got some Grace dyed up. Once again, same bases, 80/20 platinum, the everyday platinum base, and then some singles. Okay, and then I've got some new ones. Um, I have these guys. If you remember, Vanessa dyed up some yarn and she named it Mermaidia. And it's kind of it's a kettle dye job, and so every skein always looks a little bit different, which I kind of really love. And so I thought it would be great to bring some of this one back as well. And so there'll be different colorways of these, or not colorways, different skeins of these in the shop. And like I said, these ones are all, because they're kettle dyed, they're all just a little bit different, which I absolutely love. Okay, I played around in the dye pot and came up with a couple different colors, and while I don't have names for them yet, I will tonight. I'm pretty confident this is going to be iced sugar plum, and it's just this very pale grayish purple color. There are just a couple skeins of this. I wasn't sure if this was going to be a colorway that everybody would love. Well, it's one that I love. I wasn't sure what everybody's thoughts were on that one. I also have this colorway, which is similar to Grace, but it's not. And it reminds me of like tea with biscuits and jam. And so I really kind of think I'm leaning towards that name. I love it. Absolutely love it. It has pinks and browns and toffees, and it's just beautiful. And then the last one that I fooled around with, it's this beautiful sage green with some flecks. There's some flecks of yellow and some blue, just really subtle in there. And I think I'm just going to name this Sage Dreams. So there we go. So Sage Dreams. This one is very possibly going to be tea with biscuits and jam. There we go. The other side of it. And this one, it looks a little different too. Yep, so tea with biscuits and jam, dreaming of sage, and then iced sugar plum. And I'm going to have some different quantities available. There's also going to be some little sets that I've been toying around with that are only about 70 grams. And the reason being is because I kind of love having some contrasting heel-toe sets up in the shop for some socks, since I love socks. And I think I'm gonna call them like, I don't know what the name's gonna be. I'm gonna come up with something clever. I hope I come up with something clever. Otherwise, I don't know. Oh. Okay, that is it, you guys. That's all of what I have. Let's see, I can pull a couple of these out really quick so you can see them. So there we are. Yeah. I love them. I love them very much. So I hope you all are going to love them just as much as me. And they kind of look like a sweet bouquet. I like that. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you for hanging out with me for just a little bit of time. I'm trying to keep these pretty short and sweet, mostly because I don't have nearly as much content as everybody else seems to have, and I'm sure it's because I've got 9 million other things going on, and finding the time to create content is really difficult for me. And so I wish I had all of the content like some of my favorite podcasters do. I really love that Amber keeps hers really long. I love indulging on those on a very regular basis, and that's usually how I spend my Sunday mornings, is catching up on that podcast. And so I love that hers is really long. And anyways, there's so many amazing podcasters out there. Okay, well, anyways, oh, and I'm pretty excited to announce that Chris from Innisnit and I have some plans, some fun things up our sleeve, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a collaboration together. So hang in there, and I will give you guys more information on that the next go round, possibly. Hopefully, we'll have enough things ironed out by then. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.